There are 8 ways to score a phone call automatically. Numeric scale, checklist, pass-fail. Most local businesses running an AI receptionist right now are using none of them, which means nobody has looked at a single failed call since the day it went live. You have probably felt the other side of this. You build something good, it goes live, and then it goes quiet. You have already tried the obvious things. The custom demo agent, built for one prospect, 4 hours of your evening. The Loom link, the follow-up on day 4, then day 9. The content, posted daily, that only other agency owners ever engaged with. None of that was lazy work. It just never turned into anything recurring. So before anything else, you are legitimately good at this. That was never the problem. The problem is what you were handed. Every playbook you bought was written for someone with distribution, someone with a network or an audience or a partner who does the talking. You were handed that playbook and told to go find strangers. You did not fail at outreach. Outreach failed you, and the build did not fail either. It shipped, it worked, and then it stopped being yours because you sold the part that gets finished. So here is the inversion. Stop selling the part that gets finished. Sell the part that never does. Every AI receptionist in your town is answering calls nobody will ever review. Some of those calls are losing that business money right now, and the owner has no idea. By the end of this video, you will know how to make every one of those calls grade itself, the exact setting, all 8 of the rubrics, and exactly what you hand the owner at the end of every month. I'm Tom Gaddis, and this channel is about one thing: getting local business owners to come to you first, so that by the time AI comes up, they're the one who brought it up. If you would rather be found than chase, this channel is probably for you. Subscribe if that sounds right. The exact posts, messages, and follow-up moves that make local businesses reach out to you first. No ads, no cold calls, no chasing anyone down. Comment the word audit below, and I will send you the 72-hour traction playbook. And no, this is not a lead-in to a $5,000 program. The playbook is free, and so is everything I am about to teach you. Here's what nobody tells you about this. The standard advice for a technical operator is to build and hand over. Scope the agent. Build it. Deploy it. Invoice. Move on to the next one. It is the only model taught. That model has a structural problem, and it is not your pricing. The build is the part that gets cheaper every quarter. Every course pipeline produces more people who can wire the same agent you can. The platforms are shipping it into products your prospects already pay for, so you compete on the thing commoditizing fastest, and you are starting from 0 every single month. The part that does not commoditize is knowing whether the thing is working. Nobody ships that natively. It requires knowing what one business considers a good call. This is where it changes. The mechanism is called the Failed Call Audit. Voice platforms already run an analysis pass on every call the moment it ends. On Vapi, it fires in the background and finishes in a few seconds. It writes a summary, pulls structured data out of the transcript, and scores whether the call succeeded. Almost nobody configures it. The defaults are generic, so the scores are generic, so nobody reads them, so nothing changes. The audit is the act of making that scoring specific to one business, and then doing something with what it tells you. You are turning on a judgment that is already running. Now here's the honest version of how this actually works. Stage 1. Inside the assistant's configuration, there is an object called the analysis plan. It has 4 properties that matter: a summary prompt, a structured data prompt, a structured data schema, and a success evaluation prompt. That schema is plain JSON. It is how you pull the caller's name, the service they asked about, and whether they booked, without reading a single transcript. Stage 2 is the one that does the work. Alongside the success evaluation prompt, there is a rubric setting, and it takes 8 values. Numeric scale, 1 to 10. Descriptive scale, excellent through poor. Checklist, matrix, percentage scale, Likert scale, automatic rubric, and pass-fail. Most people leave it on the default, which infers success from the assistant's own system prompt. That is why the scores are useless. The assistant grades itself against its own instructions, not against what the business needs. Stage 3. You write a checklist naming the 4 or 5 things that make a call good for this specific business. Then you set the rubric to checklist. Now every call comes back with a real verdict attached, within seconds of hanging up. Stage 4 is where the money is. The results land on the call record, under call.analysis.success evaluation. You can pull them through the API. You filter to the failures. You read 15 transcripts instead of 400. Every one of those failures is a sentence you can change in the assistant's instructions. And what you hand the owner at the end of the month is not a dashboard. It is a list of the specific changes you made and the calls that stopped failing because of them. And this is the part that actually does the work. Let me read you one, start to finish. Say, hypothetically, you are doing this for a dental practice. Their receptionist agent books, cleanings, and answers insurance questions. Here's the success evaluation prompt you would write. Evaluate this call against 4 criteria. 1. Did the assistant correctly identify why the caller was calling? 2. Was an appointment booked, or was a specific callback time given before the call ended? 3. If the caller asked for a person, did the assistant transfer them? 4. Did the caller have to repeat themselves more than twice? Mark the call failed if any one of those 4 is false. Then you set the rubric to checklist. You want the structured data schema too. The checklist tells you the call failed. The schema tells you why. 2 fields is plenty to start. Reason for calling, as a string. Booked, as a true or false. All of this sits in the assistant's settings, in the analysis section, not in the prompt. Notice what that evaluation prompt is doing. Every line is something the practice manager would recognize immediately, and none of it mentions AI. Stay with me, because this next piece matters. The obvious objection is, I don't have any voice agent clients, so who exactly am I auditing? You are auditing everyone else's. Every AI receptionist somebody else sold into your town is running right now, unreviewed. You never had to build it to be the person who fixes it. Here's the part most people miss about what this changes. It is not the retainer. Though the retainer is the first line in your business that shows up whether you sold anything or not, it is that you stop starting from zero. You stop rehearsing the explanation in the car before every call, and the question of where the next client is coming from stops taking up permanent space in your head. Not because anything got easier, because the answer is already on the calendar. Now, how do we take this information and turn it into monthly paying clients? The standard approach is volume. Cold outreach, cold email, cold DMs, cold calling. I've tried all of these, and frankly, they suck. None of them made me feel good about what I was doing. For a long time, I thought that was me. I thought I just wasn't good enough at this. But it turns out these are the worst possible things you could be doing. Because not only do you sound needy, which turns off your prospects immediately, you also sound exactly like everyone else out there. Same message, same inbox, same day. So let me show you a different approach. What if you could have businesses reaching out to you? Like this. These are real results. And they happened with no cold outreach and no expensive ads. Here's the one thing they all have in common. They stopped selling AI, but are these just freebie-seeking looky-loos? Or are they ready to buy? Here's Sarah. Over 60 local businesses in her inbox. She reached out to exactly one of them and offered her $249 founding member package. He was in immediately. Then on the audit call, he asked what else she could help him with. That one lead turned into a $4,200 deal. And Sarah was paid to be on the call where he bought more services. Chris, $2,000 setup fee plus $297 a month. Bam, first client ever. $500 setup fee, $650 a month, paid in advance, $3,900. No ads, no cold email, no chasing anybody down. They led with something people actually wanted. The trust was already there, and the buyers came to them. Now let me show you how to do it too. I call this the local groups method, and it works in local Facebook groups, on Reddit, on Nextdoor, and on Alignable. It's only 3 simple steps. Step 1. We find the local groups. These are the communities where the people in your town are already hanging out and talking to each other every single day. On Facebook, you search your area plus local business groups. So, Tampa, local business groups. Phoenix, local business groups. Whatever your city is. And if you want to niche down, say you're going after home services, you just search something like Las Vegas home service business groups, and you'll see groups like this. Look at these numbers. 7,000 members. 26,000, 23,000, 10,000. Add up just the groups on this one screen, and you are looking at tens of thousands of local business owners, all in one place, all reachable, for free. That's your market, and you don't have to build. It already exists. Step 2, we make one simple post. And I want to be really clear here, because this is where people get it wrong. This is not a pitch. It's just an invitation. Here's the post. Notice what's not in there. No services, no pricing, no book a call with me. You're not asking for anything. You're offering something. And what are we giving away? A free listing on a local directory site, like this one. You can see it's customized to a local area. You can also create a site around a specific niche, like home services. It has dynamic search so people can find businesses. Businesses can post deals. There's local events, local news, etc. Normally, it would take you weeks to months to set something like this up. But with my Smart Directory AI software, you can do it in an afternoon. I don't have time to go through it all in this video. So go to smartdirectory.ai to see how it works and get started for free. Again, the whole ask is, I'm building a hub for local businesses in our area, and I would love to give you a free listing on it. Nobody has to think hard about it. Nobody has to spend $1. Nobody has to get on a call. The bar to say yes is on the floor, which is exactly why so many people say yes. Step 3, we respond to the comments. And here's the key to this whole thing. We are not trying to sell anybody anything. We're just showing up and providing value. When someone responds, we create their free listing. Then we make them a special offer to upgrade that listing. That offer includes an online visibility marketing report, a $99 value. Replies written to every one of their old reviews, a $199 value. 60-second promotional video, $299 value. A custom AI agent for their listing, $599 value. Plus all of the advanced directory features. And they get it all at 70% off. The directory coupon feature makes it super easy. Now think about what just happened. Even if they never get a single call from that directory, you delivered high value. You gave them a report they didn't have, review replies they never wrote, a video they didn't own, and an AI agent working for them around the clock. You're not a stranger with a pitch anymore. You're the person who already helped them. So here's how we sell our AI services now that we're in. We ask them to hop on a quick call to go over the deliverables. That's the whole reason for the call. Reviewing the work we already did for them. We walk through all deliverables. We ask if they need any edits. And right there, before we've asked for a single dollar, we're building value and trust. Then we get to the report. And we say something like, and now, let's take a look at your online visibility report so we can see how you're doing. We walk through what's working. We walk through what's broke. And then we ask one question. Do you have someone that can help you fix these things? That's the pitch. If you can even call it a pitch. One question. Because at that point, they're not being sold. They're asking. And there's no version of this where you're the needy one. Because remember, every call you were paid to be on, no hard selling, only value. That's the big picture view of the process. Find the groups, make one post, deliver real value, and let prospects come to you. If you want the step-by-step with templates, scripts, and AI prompts, all you have to do is comment traction. I'll send you the 72-hour playbook with everything you need to put this into action right now. All right, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Until the next video, stay safe and stay smart.